Salutations! Welcome to another episode of Foxx Plays KSP the 365-Day Challenge Round 2. And today, we are on the launch pad with a new mission. This is an interesting one. It's actually two missions in one, hence the large payload fairing. We're actually using a fully fueled UR-700, and we will be utilizing its lift capabilities to its utmost. So, first we need to just check here. Yep. And our first target is to dock with ODARP KBN-1. And the reason for that is that one of those missions is a new module for it. There we go. Alright, so I think we're in a pretty good launch opportunity here. Alright, here we go. It's a little slow to get started. Holy crap. Oh, it's a bit heavy, but that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, fear not. This is this is still mission block 2. Our goal is still exploration, so we will be heading towards the moon. That is kind of a part 2, but we'll need to get to that later. First, we need to get to ODARP. As it stands, their supply is not doing great. I mean, we can go for a while yet, but I don't want to leave it too long. It takes a while to get to the moon, and I don't want them starving while I'm trying to land or do rovers or whatever. Zoom in here and let you have a nice look at the rocket, and I'll shut up for a while and you can just kind of enjoy the ascent. So hope it doesn't get too loud. Okay, here we go. Fortunate. That was a nice clean separation. I did tweak them a little bit. I did tweak those sepatrons so that that separation would be a little bit cleaner. This is kind of my favorite bit of this launcher's ascent profile. Like just look at that. That's a stain, man. That's awesome. With such a large payload fairing, it's actually even starting to look a little bit more like a UR-700. One of these days, I'll update this launcher and make it, true to the real thing. But it's pretty good for now, I think. one thing that I wanted to kind of share was another mod that I've been playing a lot with recently is what is it? Blue Dog Industries, I think. It's put together by a guy named Cobalt Wolf. I think I've got that the right way around. Might be Cobalt Wolf Industries by Blue Dog. I can't remember. I think it's Blue Dog Industries by Cobalt Wolf. But anyway, it kind of promotes itself as the American version of Tantares, and it really is. The style is a little different, but you can kind of see that as U.S. versus Soviet. Right, so I've been playing with the Blue Dog Industries mod, and it is super fun. Oh, spoilers. It is super fun, and I have enjoyed greatly putting together some launch vehicles that just are just ridiculous. I think I'm doing this. This is weird. Control from here. There we go. Oh wow, am I really that close? Oh wow, there it is. Cool. Perfect launch profile. Let's see, I guess we actually do want target. Well, no. We want orbit. So, yeah. Blue Dog. Very fun. I enjoyed especially making a Juno 1 replica, which it's not actually designed specifically to build. It's designed to build redstone, and it's got the whack corporals, but like it's not. I've seen other mods where it's like, here is your whack corporal cluster part, and I actually had to assemble my own, and it was really cool. You know what? That's just not going to work. So we'll... How much delta V do I have left in this stage? 700, I think. Which is fine. Uh-oh. Yeah, we missed our node a little bit there, but yeah, so the Juno 1 was the, for those who don't know, though I suspect if you're all that interested in my channel, you've excuse me, Kerbinauts. I have things that I'm talking about. But yeah, I suspect anybody who's that interested in my channel will know already, but it was the America's first satellite launcher, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, I put together a version of it, and it was just really satisfying, and I really want to put a video together of it. So, very well might do that. But first, we need to take care of our mission for the day. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Probably burning way too much delta V. Actually, yeah, I know that I am. How much delta V do I have left in that? 256. That should be alright. Let's see what we can do from apoapsis. So yeah, we are going to use basically everything that this launch vehicle has to offer us. Which, you know, we certainly have used it before, but I don't think we've used it for, used as much of it. Usually we dump our fuel tank and it's just got tons and tons of fuel left. Not this time. This time it's for real. I just want to make sure that that's getting power. Alright, and let's set a alarm mover. And once again, do comment and tell me if this is bright enough or not, because it's really hard to judge how bright it will be in YouTube. So, or when YouTube is done with it. So, and I know the last episode was pretty long, and this episode will probably be longish, but I hope not too long. Alright. I suspect, yep, it's our inclination. Our inclination is the reason we're having problems. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to introducing Blue Dog to this playthrough. I think it'll add a lot. You know, the especially given that the launch vehicles do get kind of stale after a while, and to a certain extent, I do want to focus on payloads. Payloads is kind of the interesting bit, in my opinion. It's what you're doing. The launch vehicle is just how you get there, but there's a lot of interesting things to be done with launch vehicles, and Blue Dog certainly delivers in terms of variety. So this one's a pretty short trip, so we'll do it manually. Did have a lot of fun putting together just tons and tons of Titan variants. That was a lot of fun. What's going on there? Why you do this? I guess we were aiming for that rendezvous anyway. So we're gonna need. Alright, and I think we managed to actually finish off our rendezvous with just this stage, which is good. Although we did use a lot of RCS at various points, and that all that RCS is going to detract from our final vehicle. But I mean, we're going to ODARP, so we can pretty freely refuel once we get there. This time I will use a timer. There we go. Alright, and there it is. KBNA. And we've made physics range. Now our frames will start tanking. Bit more time acceleration. And we're getting pretty close here. I think we'll do 15 meters per second on the upper stage, and then we'll decouple. Yeah, this engine is fine when you're for the vehicle, but it's got this big heavy module that it's also having to throw around, so it's not as responsive as it might be. So let's see. Okay. And that'll be fine. Alright, so then we want to point at the target. And 5 meters per second should get us there in plenty of time. There's the moon. Jewel behind it. Oh, actually, Jewel's just on the edge of it. You can just think it just disappeared. Well, we're coming for you, moon. So yeah, we've got. Take a little bit closer look at our vehicle here. We've got this up here, forward of the docking port, that's a module for the space station, and we'll actually be going to the moon with the Allen Air vehicle. So. Well, actually, I can't remember if that's a good idea or not. You know, I may need to come back up here with some and perform an EVA to modify this vehicle in orbit for the trip. Alright. We want that docking port as our target. We want to use that docking port as our reference. We want to pitch down. And we're done with Kerbal Engineer for now, and we want our docking computer. I think 90-degree roll is fine. We'll want to refine it a little bit because as with these modules that can be used for creating additional stations later on, we do want to be somewhat precise. Alright, so that looks pretty good. The RCS is not quite as balanced as it could be, but it's sufficient. Ooh. Overshooting a little bit. As long as it doesn't cause any roll, fine with me. Roll is really the only thing that's important. That's the thing that's hard to correct after the fact. Everything else I can tweak. We are going to need to perform a secondary docking as soon as we're hooked up here. Alright, and I hope that's a 90-degree. It looks close enough. So we do need to decouple. And Yes, yes, yes. And perform a secondary docking. So we're going to keep our docking computer open. We're going to decouple. And just make sure that we've got... Yeah, no. There we go. So we want to... No. There we go. This docking doesn't need to be crazy precise in terms of the roll factor, but all right. We're much more balanced. So although we are carrying an internal payload where it's centered between the two sets of RCS jets. So there we go. All right, so that is... yes. So that is Elnair 5 docked with KBNA. We have a new module, Node... Well, I guess it is Node 1, even though we've gotten rid of Node 1 and 2. That's KBNB. This is Node 1 KBNA, and it is a Mark II. It is a Mark II because it contains within it, you got it, life support modules. So we'll get working on that. And it's got plenty of food, so this should provide KBNA with just a nice long time worth of supplies. All right, and we brought with us Kelgi Kerman, who is a rookie pilot, but he's being overseen by Bob, our veteran and experienced science man. But they're not actually the ones who are going to make the trip. No. They're gonna hang out here. Bob will probably go to the moon, but Kelgi is going to stay behind on the station. But anyway, that'll do us for now. Well, I have been Fox. This has been KSP. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Take care.